Hey, how's it going, everybody? Hope you're all having a wonderful day. We've got some wild stuff going on in the NA RLCS scene, as some roster change rumors have come to light, and some that were potentially supposed to be hidden also coming to the light as well. As always, if you guys enjoy the content, like, subscribe, notifications, and in the description down below, you guys can see my roster document, which we try to update daily or as these things happen. Obviously, we got people hanging out on the Twitch channel as well as the YouTube channel that we dual stream. Come hang out with us. We'd love to have you. But first things first, we're going to be talking about is Dignitas. A rumor from Shift coming out from Dignitas stating that they are expecting potentially to put Evo on the bench and bring back Gyro from the starting spot. They obviously had some pretty rough results this past qualifier by not making it at all into the top 16, despite the new addition of Stizzy coming over from Magnifico. Obviously, those complications of a new team, a new trial, new things of that nature are always, subject to change. There's always those growing pains of trying to see what iteration of the roster is going to be best. The difficulty of that is you just never really know of like what simulation or like formulation of what the roster is going to look like, trying to find out what flow is going best. But you would hope that scrims and stuff like that provide a little bit more of an understanding. On this channel, you guys have also heard me talk a lot about my concerns with Dignitas based upon the mental state and some of the complications internally with the team. I don't need to go into too many of the details of what my opinions are based upon specific players or anything, because it is speculation and I'm not about to criticize or talk poorly about individuals when I don't know the full details. But I do think Stizzy coming into a new situation probably isn't all that happy given the circumstances. I think, in my personal opinion, Arsenal was the one who played the best in the first split or major one, and Gyro I selfishly really enjoyed. So with that in mind, I can understand the reasoning for potentially dropping Evo, even if those reasons are of my own, assumption. But I don't and am not surprised to see them trying different iterations. I think it's, after the results they had, kind of crazy not to try a different trio to see what things look like. The scary thing about this, though, for all players involved is if you are benched at this moment, you're done for the season. Trade windows are over. You cannot have these players play for any other team. You can't transfer them. They can't go sub. They are stuck sitting as a sub for the rest of the season. For the rest of qualifier 5, 6, Major 2, and the World Championship, your season is over if you are not on a starting roster at this point because of trade window rules. So, pretty crazy stuff, but I would not be surprised if it ends up being Gyro, Arsenal, and Stizzy moving forward for the rest of the year. Up next, we've been talking about TSM quite a bit and how they're right there. They're super close to being able to qualify, and we do get confirmation that TSM has officially signed Eclipse, former SA and former Endpoint team back when the Seiko edition came in originally. Eclipse, the coach for them, is going to be moving over and helping out the NA squad. A lot of excitement, I think, from Eclipse on this one, as he gets to work with a former Welshman as well. So pretty cool stuff there. But Eclipse does have a plethora of experience. He's been to multiple majors and multiple international competitions, which should hopefully provide some experience and some help to the TSM roster and kind of get them over that hurdle. So pretty exciting stuff in that regard. Curious to see on how that one's all going to play out. Up next, in this one, a little bit kind of on the crazy side, if you guys have not seen, while people were kind of just looking at signups and stuff, something that we do also on this channel, people noticed that Gen.G did not have Illusion signed up as their coach. Couple things to clarify, this is not outside of the norm. A lot of the times teams will not sign up with coach, manager, etc. on their start GG page because that spot ends up going to the sub. That is there, and it is reserved for the sole purpose of, if one of these 3 players cannot play, this is the one that goes in. Now, I will tell you, in the past, that used to be Illusion. I'm almost pretty sure Illusion would be signed up here. What's even crazier about that is, while people are like, oh, we didn't see Illusion here, they looked for him on the Start GG page, and you actually see him signed up with another team, which is 1000% against the rules. In the RLCS, you cannot sign up as a player actively playing in the qualifiers while being an active coach for a team. You can't do it. And Illusion, Braxton links to his Discord. Like, this is Illusion for sure. We even have gameplay footage of them playing against Snowmen, and that's 100% Alu playing with Furain, who used to be the former coach of Envy. So This is 100% the people that Alu likes to spend his free time with. That is 100% Alu. You could probably look it up as well. So, like, realistically, what does that mean? There's probably a couple things to assess from it. First and foremost, we can assume that Gen.G is doing one of two things. Either Alu is being removed as the coach and transitioning to a manager position, which if he's a manager position, he's still not allowed to play in qualifiers. Can't do it. Not a good look. So does that mean he is being let go and he is going to another team or finding something else? Maybe he wants to compete again. Again, I'm not going to assume what's going on, but I'm likely assuming that Gen.G is trying to do what they can to take those steps forward, and they think that finding a new coach is the right answer. Now, who that coach may be, a lot of people in chat, and myself included, are kind of assuming it might be Chrome. Maybe Achieves gets the call up after his situation with Moist, where Noah was already coach and they wanted to keep Noah. But I would assume they find someone who's been a little bit more tenured into the space, someone who has a bit more experience. And I think out of all the people that are available, Chrome is likely the answer in that regard. So, yeah, I wish it was me, Rosers. That'd be dope. I'd love to work with the Gen.G boys. But my assumption is that Illusion off, new coach in. But for him to be playing in qualifiers is pretty telling. That's crazy. Very, very interested to see on how that one develops. But some massive changes here in North America. If you guys have any additional questions, comments, concerns, a couple things you can do. Number one, as always, description down below. The RLCS roster document will be updated for you guys. Or stop by the stream, twitch.tv/Lawler. We're happy to discuss and talk about all things Rocket League related while we get up into other trouble. But with that said, we've got a bunch of people in chat asking about anime. So we're going to go get back to that. We'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.